Hi Yogi and welcome to Yoga Bee. I'm Gabby and I'm your yoga teacher for today. If you are new here, then welcome to the family. If you're returning yogi, then welcome back. So today's flow is the second in the intentional yoga series, where each week we will be looking at one area of the 8 limbs of yoga set out by Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras. And these 8 limbs essentially are guidelines for how to live a more meaningful and purposeful life. It's almost like the plan, the map of how to reach samadhi, this state of bliss, enlightenment and peace. And so last week was the first in the series where we looked at the very first part of the Yamas. Now the Yamas technically translate as restraints. And what they are is that kind of the external way, the way that we interact with the external world. And so the first one we looked at out of the 5 yamas, the first one and the most important one was ahimsa, the idea of non-violence. Not just non-violence to others, but we also looked at how we can incorporate non-violence towards ourselves on the mat and off the mat. And so today we're looking at the second of the yamas. We're looking at Satya. Satya is all about truthfulness. And with the yamas, each one builds on the precedent one. So until we practice ahimsa, we can't really then practice truthfulness. And so this idea of Satya, this idea of truthfulness, isn't just limited to being truthful with the next person, but it's about using truthfulness to not harm others. And so the yamas all come back to this very first, this foundational idea of ahimsa, non-violence. And so what that looks like in daily life is choosing the right words to communicate with others so that we don't harm them. So being truthful, but with this idea of not causing violence or harm to others. So this idea of ahimsa is kind of woven through all of the yamas and the niyamas. And so how can we practice with Satya, with this intention of being truthful? And the most obvious one in terms of the physical practice, for me anyway, is this idea of being truthful about where I'm at today. What am I working with today on the mat? How am I feeling? What is my body telling me? And am I being truthful to myself by pushing myself into a pose, or should I be backing off? So there's this idea of acknowledging and being aware, being super aware of what the body is coping with today, because we show up to the mat different every time. And so for me, this idea of Satya in the practice is being truthful with how I'm feeling, with how my body is coping with the asanas and responding accordingly. And so really to practice Satya, you really ought to try to take some space, some distance between what it is that you're experiencing, whether that is a conversation as well with a loved one, or the conversation with yourself. Often we are quick to respond to a situation using the emotive side of our brain, and we really lack seeing clarity and truthfulness when we react kind of quickly and off the gun. So for me, Satya off the mat is about taking time to read the situation for what it is and trying to see the truth and the true essence of the situation or whatever it is. It's taking that space in order to try to see the truth. And so that's going to be our intention for today's flow, and to take you on into the week as well, to have this idea of maybe creating a little bit of space between whatever it is you're thinking or feeling or saying, and trying to see, without this idea of conditioning, what is the true essence of, what is the true nature of this, whatever it is that has presented itself. And so in our practice today, we're going to be truthful with ourselves, truthful with how we are feeling, truthful with our bodies, truthful with what is going on our inner world on the mat, and being aware fully aware and acknowledging that in the practice and responding appropriately. So let's get started on our flow. I've created another playlist, so if you haven't already, I will put the link in the video, of course, but you can pop onto Spotify now, put it on pause, find the playlist, and when you're ready, let's get started with some pranayama. So coming to a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you today, again, this idea of truthfulness, what is it truly that is comfortable for you today? Is it sitting with legs crossed? Is it kneeling? Maybe it's lying down. Whatever it is, find a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes and just allowing the hands to be soft on the thighs. We always take the first few moments of our practice to arrive into our inner worlds, into this space and into our bodies. Begin to become aware of the sounds that are surrounding you today. Starting with the sounds a little bit further in the distance. What are you hearing? For me, I can hear the bark of a dog in the distance. Cars. And the traffic outside. And taking that awareness a little bit closer. What are the sounds I can hear in the room around me? The music, sound of voices, sound of the wind on the shutters. And now let's take that awareness and tune into the body, becoming aware of the sensations in the feet, moving up the legs, into the hips, noticing if you're holding on to any areas of tightness or of tension. Moving up the midsection, into the chest, to the shoulders. Are you holding on in the shoulders? Just try to relax with every exhale. Moving up the back of the neck to the crown of the head. Becoming aware of all parts of the body, including the tips of the fingers, of the forearms. Really feeling a sense of grounding now through the sitting bones. With every inhale, growing tall through the crown of the head. With every exhale, softening through the shoulders, through the elbows, through the chest. And taking one hand now onto your belly, one hand onto your heart. As we turn that awareness now towards our breath. As we begin to inhale deeply down into the belly, pressing into the palm of the hand. The ribs lift, the chest lift. And exhaling, allowing the chest to drop down, the ribs to pull in, and the belly to flatten. Inhaling deeply down into the belly, then into the chest. Exhaling, slow and controlled. See if you can link the inhale and the exhale making each breath slightly longer than the last. Becoming aware of the air moving through the nostrils, down into the abdomen. A few more rounds, moving at your own pace. With every inhale, growing tall, and with every exhale, softening through the body. Keeping that attention towards your breath. The mind starts to wander. It's totally normal. Just bring your awareness back to the breath. On your next exhale, gently place the hands down onto the thigh, just allowing the breath to be normal. As we take a moment to set an intention. This intention of Satya, truthfulness. Truthfulness with my body on and off the mat. And on the next exhale, gently flutter open the eyes. And we're going to begin today's flow in a child's pose, Balasana. So bringing the legs as wide as the mat, big toes touching, allowing the bum to sit down towards the heels and allow the chest to fall onto the mat. Maybe bringing forehead down to the ground. And just taking a few deep breaths here. Maybe start to shake the head from side to side, rolling the forehead on. Slow movements connected to the breath. Inhaling one, exhaling the other. Bringing the head back to neutral. On your next exhale, keep the body where it is. Just turn the right palm to face the sky. So we're rotating the shoulders here. Inhale, place it back down. Next, inhale, rotating left palm towards the sky. Exhale, taking it back. A few more times in your own breath. Inhaling, flip the palm. Exhaling to release. Inhaling. Exhaling. This time, as you inhale, walk the hands off the right side of the yoga mat, coming into a side stretch on the left side body. Keep the connection down through the bum towards the heels and place the left hand on top of the right. Breathing in deep down into the left side of the body. With every inhale, maybe walk the fingers a little further away. Exhale, sit the bum back. Inhale to reach far. Exhale to sit. Last time, inhale. Exhaling. Inhaling to walk back through to center. And take it over to the left side as you exhale. Again, place right hand onto left. Pressing the bum towards the heels. Breathing into the right side of the body. Inhale, creep the fingertips away. Exhale, send the bum down. 3 breaths here. Last breath here, walking it even further away. Exhale to soften. Inhale to come back through to center. And then taking one last breath here. Inhale to come up onto all fours. Stacking shoulders over wrists, knees underneath hips, fingers spread nice and wide. Inhale to drop the belly and lift the gaze, coming into cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest, press the earth away and round through the shoulders. Inhale, dropping belly, lifting gaze. Exhaling, rounding through the spine. Inhaling, dropping belly, lifting gaze. Exhaling, rounding. This time adding a little bit of intuitive movement. So maybe taking some belly rolls as you inhale, bringing your right shoulder to your right hip. And as you exhale, coming down into your cat pose. Inhale, rounding through the spine. And then as you exhale, bringing left hip to left shoulder. Inhale, lifting gaze. Exhale, rounding through. 2 more breaths, moving in your own way. Opening out the body. Intuitive, mindful movement, connected with the breath. Coming back into your tabletop position. Inhale to lift belly, press belly to earth, lift gaze. This time as you exhale, bend through the elbows first and then round through the spine. Again, inhale, bend through the elbows and lift the gaze, keep the belly lift. Exhale, bend through the elbows and rounding through the spine. Last time, bend the elbows, inhale, lifting gaze. Exhale, rounding through. Coming back into your neutral tabletop position, extending your right leg along the mat, and then inhale to lift the leg. Just taking a few pulses here, so keep the hips nice and square. If you'd like to take the left hand front, but keep the shoulders rolled down the spine. Inhale to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take it on the left side, extend left leg back. Inhale to lift, parallel to the earth. Make sure the shoulders and hips are nice and square. Again, option to extend the right hand forward, but keep the shoulder down the spine. Pulsing, inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and releasing it down. Inhale to extend the right leg back one more time. Inhale to lift the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, take the foot towards the sky. And we're going to pulse here for 5. Again, option to take left hand forward. Next, inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulsing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option here to take a bind. Reach around with the left hand. Take a hold of the right foot. And taking a gentle back bend, opening the chest. If you'd like to take the gaze over the left shoulder, keep pressing down to that right hand. Try not to collapse in the right shoulder. Exhale, take the gaze forward and release the foot. Left side, inhale, extend left foot back. Square hips on the next inhale, lift the leg parallel to the mat. Bend through the knee, foot towards the sky. Inhale to extend right hand front. Pulsing here, inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach around if you'd like to. Clasp a hold of the foot. Gentle back bend, opening of the heart and of the hips. Again, option to take that gaze over the right shoulder. Keep kicking into that back foot. Last breath. And then exhale, take the gaze front, release the foot. Come back into your tabletop and just give the body a little bit of a shake out. Moving in whatever way you need to. Keeping the toes tucked, send the hips high, come up into your first downward dog. So generous bend in the knees here. Maybe pedal out one leg, the other. Shoulders and hands Same width, fingers spread wide, feet hip width apart. And taking a few breaths here. Maybe giving the head a little shake from side to side. Maybe externally rotating the shoulder blades. So internal rotation of elbows, external rotation of shoulders. Creating a little bit more space in the upper body. Keep energetically pressing heels towards the earth, even if they don't get there. Again, let's bring in this intention of Satya, truthfulness. Am I being truthful with my body in what I'm doing? Am I respecting my boundaries and listening with clarity, with good intention? And when you're ready, start to walk the feet towards the hand, coming into forward fold, ragdoll, feet hip width apart, clasping a hold of opposite elbows and let the head hang heavy. Giving yourself a little sway from side to side, release any tension in the lower back. Releasing the grip, taking the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and start to stretch the arms out, pulling the hands over the head. So forward fold, generous bend in the knees to begin with. Maybe if you'd like to start to straighten them, you can do. Maybe you'd like to bend one and lower the shoulder towards the bent knee. So we get a little bit of a twist here. Inhale, exhale to straighten. Inhale, bending left knee, take left shoulder to left knee, open out, twist. And then exhale back to center. A couple more times in whatever position you're at. Maybe it's just a forward fold. Maybe your knees are really bent and you're allowing your chest to be heavy. We're just opening out the back of the shoulder. Coming back through to center. And then releasing that grip. Keeping the chin tucked. I'm going to roll all the way up the spine. Coming to a standing position at the top of your mat. Working our way through a series of sun salutations. Inhale to sweep the hands up high. As you fold forward, exhaling, leading with the chest. Generous bend in knees if you inhale to halfway. Exhale, fold again. We're going to fan through this movement. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Last time, inhale, flat back, halfway. Exhale to fold. So inhale, halfway lift. This time as you exhale, you're going to step your left foot back. Drop the left knee down, and then inhale, sweep the hands around, back and up, low lunge. Exhale, keep pressing that right hip forward, left hip forward. Relax the shoulders down the spine, arms are engaged. Exhale to release the hands to the mat. Inhale to lift the back knee up. And then exhale, roll onto the outer edge of your back foot. Take your right toes to the long side of the mat and drop your hips down, Skandasana. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, relax down, revolve Skandasana. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Moving with your breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, frame your front foot. And then we're going to step our right foot back into a plank, pulling belly through to spine. Strong through the arms, press the earth away, round through the upper back slightly, tucking pelvis under. One more breath here. As you exhale, drop the knees to the mat. Drop, untuck the toes, squeezing elbows in, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale to fold. We're going to fan here. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to lower. Move gently and slowly with the breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale to lower. Tuck the toes under. Press back through your tabletop and up into your down dog. Holding here for 2 breaths. Holding here for 1 more breath. Taking the gaze to the hands, step the feet forward, coming into your halfway lift. As you inhale, flat back, stick your bum out. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hasta Uttanasana, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands in prayer, Tadasana. Inhale to sweep the hands up high. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Again, fanning through the body here. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, step your right foot back, nice and controlled. Drop the knee down. Inhale, sweep the hands back, around and up to the sky. Keep pressing your right hip forward. Relax the shoulders down the spine. Engage through the fingers and keep pressing the hips nice and open. One more breath here. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, step, picking up the back knee. Rotate onto the outer edge of your back foot, left toes alongside of the mat. Drop hips down, revolve Skandasana. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, frame your front foot. Step the foot back, coming into plank. Belly pulling in, engage through the shoulders. Press the earth away. Exhale, drop the knees down. Option to lower halfway into Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows 90. Inhale, this time perhaps coming for your full cobra. So press the earth away, try not to lock the elbows out. Roll the shoulders away and down the spine. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Take the hands a little bit off the yoga mat, still at the same height as your chest. And then inhale, press into the fingertips, palms are lifted, press into the fingers, inhale, coming up. Squeezing those glutes. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale, coming all the way up. And then exhale to lower. Bringing the hands back by the chest. Tuck the toes under. Press back into your tabletop and up into your down dog. Taking 3 deep breaths here, finding stillness, coming back, connecting to breath, connecting to intention, listening, awareness of the body, finding truth and clarity in each of these poses. On your next exhale, take the gaze to the hands, step the feet forward, inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold, inhale to rise all the way up, Hasta Uttanasana, and exhale, hands into Tadasana in prayer, and then closing down the eyes here, taking a few moments to ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. Connecting back to breath. On the next inhale, sweep the hands up high into the sky. Exhale, fold, leading with chest. Inhale, rise up, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back this time into your Chaturanga. So lowering down as you exhale. Inhale, maybe upward facing dog. Thighs are lifted, chest is broad. Exhale, rolling over toes into your down dog. Inhale to sweep that right leg high, but keep the hips nice and square. Press down through both heels. On your next exhale, bring the knee into the chest, round through the spine, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bringing knee to right elbow, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, send it back up high. And then exhale, knee to chest. We're going to hold here for 2 breaths. for one breath. On your next exhale, place the foot between the hands, keep the left hand down. Inhale, right hand high twist. And breathing here for 2 more breaths. Keep active in the bottom hand. Try not to collapse down into the joints. Lift up and open. Exhale, bring the right hand down to the earth, straightening that front leg, maybe even bringing up the toes to the forehead as you exhale. Inhale, coming back to runner's lunge, chest long, chest broad, sorry. Exhale, straighten the front leg, bow the head down. Inhale, take the gaze forward. Exhale, straightening that front leg, bow down. Inhale, coming forward. Taking 1 breath here. And then inhale, rise up, high lunge, all the way. So taking Anjali Mudra, so clasping a hold of the fingers, but leaving the index finger long and crossing the thumbs over each other. Shoulders relax down the spine, crescent moon. So we're going to start to take a gentle back bend. So even though we're bending through the back, we're going to keep our pelvis tucked under to protect the lumbar. We're going to bend from the top part of the back, the thoracic. So imagine there's a shelf underneath your shoulder blades, and you're trying to place your shoulders onto that shelf. 1 more breath. Exhale to release, hands all the way to the mat. Rolling onto the outer edge of your left foot. We're going to step the right foot onto the left, coming into side plank. Keep the hips nice and high. Hand to the sky. Maybe even take the gaze. Squeezing hips up high. 1 more breath. And then exhale, rolling into plank, coming through vinyasa. Exhale to lower. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling in to down dog. Left side, inhale, sweep left leg high. Keep it nice and square in the hips. Active through both heels. Relax the shoulders down the spine. Keep lifting the heel high. On your next exhale, bring the knee into the chest, rounding through the spine. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, knee left elbow. Inhale, straighten the leg. 3-legged foot. Exhale, knee to chest, round through the spine, and a hold for 2. Keep pulling the belly into spine, rounding through the shoulder. Last breath. As you exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, peel left hand high twist. Again, try not to collapse into the left and the right hand. Maybe you come up onto the right fingertips so you can really feel your legs having to work here, that you're not using your arm as a support, but more of just a little bit of a balance. Exhale, bring the hand down to the mat. Inhale, send the chest forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg, bow the head. Inhale, taking it forward. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, forward. Exhale to straighten. Last time, inhale, taking it forward. Exhale, send your hips back, nice and high. Inhale, coming back to runner's lunge for 1 breath. Next inhale, sweep the hands back and around, coming up into your crescent lunge. Interlace fingers, leave index pointing to the sky. And again, imagine that shelf, upper back, leaning on the top of that shelf. Pelvis tucking under. 2 more breaths here. Last breath. And then as you exhale, releasing the hands, frame that front foot. Roll onto the outer edge of back foot. Stepping the left foot onto right, coming into Vashisthasana side plank. Hips high, gaze high. Belly pulling in, 2 more breaths here. Welcome that prana into that body. Maybe if you're like me, you're shaking a little bit. On your next exhale, rolling over into your plank, coming through vinyasa. Exhale to lower. Inhale to up. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, take the gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump the feet towards the hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, hands in prayer. And taking a couple of moments to connect back to breath. Ground down through the heels and the toes. Tuck pelvis under. Shoulders relaxed. Gentle pressure between the hands. Inhale, sweep the hands up high. Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. This time as you inhale, bend through the knees, drop the bum back, send the hands high, Utkatasana, chair pose. So belly's pulling in here. Notice if you're sticking the bottom out, so tuck the pelvis under. We want to go for that nice flat back. Sit back nice and low. Make sure you can see your toes and your knees are not crossing that line. Holding here for 2 breaths. Last breath. As you exhale, folding down. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up. Exhaling down. Inhale to sweep the right leg high. Exhale, bringing knee to nose, give it a kiss. Inhale, sweep it high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. This time, on your next exhale, drop the knee to the right wrist. As you inhale, take it over to the left wrist. As you exhale, bring it up into the left elbow. Exhale, drop it back down, left wrist. Inhale, over to the right. Exhale, bring it up into the chest. And then inhale, send it back, 3-legged clock. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, open out into warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the front leg, take the hands to the sky. Exhale, open out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open out. So we're going to hold here in our Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. So make sure pelvis is tucking under, shoulders are relaxed. Gazing front. Holding for 2 breaths. Holding for 1 more breath. From here, bringing hands into prayer at heart center. Turn the right foot to the long side of the mat. Turn the back toes to the back side of the mat. And drop down into Skandasana in the right leg. So right leg is bent. Breathing here. Either placing the hands down onto the mat, we're going to transfer to the other side, or challenge, keep the hands in prayer. Inhale to prepare, exhale to move across. Inhale to prepare, let's take it back, exhale. Inhale, exhale across. Placing the hands, framing the back foot, so we're all facing the back of our mat now. Step back into plank, come through a vinyasa, exhale to lower. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhale, sweep left leg high into the sky. Exhale, bring knee to nose. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. This time as you exhale, drop the left knee to the left wrist. Inhale, take it to the right wrist. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, send it down. Exhale, send it across. Inhale, bring it all the way back up into the chest. And then take it to 3-legged dog. Exhale, place the foot between the hands, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale to open out, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the front leg, take the hands to the sky. Exhale, open out. Inhale, hands high. Exhale to open out. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, open out. Inhale, bringing your hands up high last time. Exhale, open out, Virabhadrasana 2. Take hands into prayer. Turn your left toes to the long side of the mat. Right toes to the front. Drop down, Skandasana, left side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to change sides. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Send it back to the right. Frame that front foot. Step back into your plank. And then exhale to lower down, coming through Vinyasa. Inhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend through the knees, take the gaze forward, a few bunny hops here. So bend through the knees. As you inhale, send the hips up high, coming into whatever it is in your practice. Have a few breaths at playing with this handstand prep practice. So just try to make sure shoulders coming over wrists, hips are nice and high, bending as you land to protect the joints, to absorb any of that energy. A few more attempts here. Maybe you come up into a little handstand, whatever it is in your practice. When you're ready, coming into halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale to fold. Bending through the knees. Utkatasana as you inhale. Holding here for 2 breaths. Strong legs, belly tucking under. Pelvis tucked in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands into Tadasana. Good, guys. Inhale, sweep the hands up high. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're going to come to sit down now, so bend through the knees. Either step, jump, or walk the feet through the hands, whatever way you'd like to get there. Coming to a Navasana pose. We're firing up the core here today, guys, so keep the knees lifted. You can have toes down if you need to. Just keep that chest nice and broad. Take the hands underneath the knees. And when you're ready, maybe you lift up one toe, one foot even, and then the second foot. And maybe you extend the hands out long. Keep breathing here, open through the chest, pull the shoulders back and down. Belly pulling in. We're going to lower to low boat pose on our next exhale. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lower. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale, come up. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale to lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, lower down all the way. Give yourself a little quick Shavasana. Resting position. Connect back to breath. Connect back to intention. Preparing for our second round of core workout. So your next inhale, bring the right knee parallel to the earth. And the right knee, bending at the right knee so that the shins are parallel to the earth. That's what I was supposed to say. Interlace the fingers behind the back of the head, thumbs pointing down the spine. Inhale to lift the shoulders. Keep that belly pulling in so there's no gap between the back and the mat. Belly pulling in. As you exhale, you're going to take your left elbow to your right knee and you're going to lower your left leg. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, right knee. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left side. Inhale. Exhaling. 8 more rounds in your own time. Inhaling all the way to open the chest and exhale to close the body. Keep moving with the breath. The breath is the boss, okay? And 2 more. The last one. Inhaling center. Exhaling to cross the body. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release the neck. Lower the feet down onto the mat. Keep the knees lifted. Preparing for our round of bridge. Inhale, tuck the pelvis under. Start to send the hips high, coming up onto the shoulders. Maybe interlace the hands behind the back. Keep pressing the hips high. Active down through the heels, maybe even lifting the toes. Holding here for 5 breaths. Noticing any shifts in the body, any shallowness in the breath. If you notice a change, back off slightly. This idea is Satya. One more breath. On the next exhale, releasing the grip, lowering down, rolling through the spine. Pelvis lowers to the floor, and then allow the knees to just knock into each other before taking any sudden movements. Maybe dropping the knees over to the right, and then to the left. Inhale to bring the legs back up, and then exhale, knees to chest. Give yourself a quick hug, quick squeeze. Start to rock and roll up and down the spine, hands behind the knees. Gentle movements. Gradually making them bigger, coming back up into Anavasana, both pose. Belly pulling in. Shoulders relaxed. Crossing the feet over, rolling over, stepping or jumping back through Vinyasa as you exhale, lower down. Inhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to sweep the right leg high. Exhale, open the hips, stacking the hips on top of each other. Bend through the knee, squeeze heel to bum. Option to drop down into wild thing. Lowering the right foot to the earth, sending the hips up nice and high, broad chest. Options to come into full wheel, placing right hand down onto the mat, rotating left wrist, and keep pressing the hips up high. Pressing chest through the arms, squeezing glutes. Holding here for 5 breaths. Last breath. Coming back through your coming back through your wild thing. So coming back into your 3-legged dog. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. And inhale, open out directly into Warrior 2. Drop the back heel down. As you inhale, reach the hand forward, flip the front palm, and then exhale, take a reverse warrior. Inhale, come back to Warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Lower the right hand down to the mat, and take the left hand forward. An option here to take your bind, placing right hand underneath the right thigh, clasping the hold of the wrist. Putting open the chest, nice and broad, gazing up. Those of you with birds of paradise in your practice, take the gaze down to the right foot. Step the back foot to the front, squaring off the shoulders. And then inhale, rise up, lifting the chest with control. Don't hold on to the breath here. Keep breathing nice and fluid. Once you've reached that point, find your drishti, your focus point. Maybe start to extend the right leg. Wherever you are, holding for 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, coming back the way you came in, so lowering down with control. Placing right foot onto the mat, stepping left foot back. We'll all meet in our extended side angle. So right hand down on the inside of right foot, left hand reaching forward. Inhale to rise up, Warrior 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Turn the left toes out towards the back of the mat, drop down into Goddess. Hands in prayer. Holding here. Making sure that pelvis is tucked under, that you're not sticking out the bottom. You're dropping down nice and low. Keep pressing the knees open wide. Chest is broad. Squeezing shoulder blades together. And then inhale to straighten the legs, take the hands high into the sky. Exhale, open out Warrior 2 on the left side, facing the back. Exhale, frame that front foot, step the foot back. Option to keep leg lifted, 3-legged vinyasa, lower down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog, last side guys. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, open the hips,
Stacking hips on top of each other, pressing heel to bum, shoulders square. Options to drop into wild thing, so lower the left foot down to the mat, send the hips up high, open the chest. Option again to come into wheel, so placing the left hand down, rotating on that right hand, keep squeezing the hips up nice and high. One more breath here. And then exhale, rolling back into your three-legged dog. Send the foot nice and high. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Drop the back heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhaling. Then inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Take the right hand over the head towards the back of the mat. Left hand down by left foot. Again, options for birds of paradise and variations. So interlacing hands behind the back, hooking left hand under left leg. First of all, make sure the chest is nice and broad. And when you're ready, take the gaze down to the mat. Step the back foot forward, squaring off the shoulders. And then inhale, start to lift the chest, nice and slow. Find a drishti. And hold here for 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready, exhale, lowering the chest, coming back the way you came in. Gentle, mindful movement, left leg down, stepping right leg back. We all meet in side angle. Left hand onto the mat, right hand towards the back of the mat. Inhale, coming up, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, back into our goddess pose. So open up, dropping down nice and low. And this time option is keep hands onto thighs and lowering the left shoulder into the middle. Inhale to come up, exhale, lower right. Inhale, coming up, exhale, left. Inhale, rise up, exhale, left. Last bit of work in goddess here. Coming back up as you inhale. Maybe start to lift the heels off. Finding this challenging balancing pose, maybe even taking hands into prayer at heart center. Holding here, 2 more breaths. If you lose your balance, come back into the pose. Exhale, drop the heels down. Inhale, take the hands high, straighten the legs. Open out, warrior two on your right side, facing the front. Exhale, frame that front foot. Step the foot back, maybe keep it lifted. One-legged vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Take the gaze to the top of the mat. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, jump the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands in prayer. And again, taking a couple of moments, connect back to breath. Connect back to intention. How much truthfulness have you been respecting in your practice so far? This idea of Satya. Next inhale, I'm going to sweep the hands up high into the sky. Exhale, fold the body. This time we're going to take a more active forward fold. So heel toe the feet to hip width apart. Interlace the fingers around the big toes. And then bend the knees ever so slightly. Inhale, stick the bottom out, flat back. Exhale to fold forward. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Inhaling deeply down into the bellies. And then exhaling, closing that gap a little bit more. Last breath here. And then exhale to release the grip. Heel toe the feet wide to the mat, drop the bum down, coming into Malasana pose. So yogi squat here, send the bum down nice and low, using the elbows to peel open the legs a little bit more, placing the hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra. And now allowing the body to relax a little bit more, closing down the eyes. Noticing any shifts in the body, perhaps the breath. Perhaps there's areas of tightness that are no longer quite so tough, quite so much tension there. Just becoming aware. And then from here, allowing the bum to come down to the mat. Take the hands behind you, sit down onto your bottom, and then keep lowering down all the way on the mat, pulling belly to spine, rolling down. Inhale to reach the hands up, full body stretch. Exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Placing right foot just on top of the left knee. Options to interlace the fingers behind the left leg and take a reversed pigeon, revolve pigeon even, and gently pulling in. Or if you'd like a deeper stretch, keeping the legs where they are, coming up into a seated position. So placing left foot onto the mat, lifting up nice and tall, and closing down the gap between the legs and the chest. Holding here for one more breath. If you're up on the seated position, coming back down onto the elbows. If you're lying on your back, coming up onto your elbows. Extend both legs long, Matsyasana fish pose. So press the chest towards the sky, drop the head back, open out the front of the body. And then inhale, bring the chin onto the chest, taking that same pigeon pose variation on your left side. So either lying on your back, crossing your legs over, or coming up into that seated position. Finding what works for you, listening to your Satya. What is it that your body truthfully and honestly needs? Acknowledging that perhaps the body is a little bit tighter today, and knowing that that's absolutely fine. Working with what's really there, the true nature of your practice on this very mat at this very moment. Exhale, lowering down onto your elbows, releasing the grip. And then we're all meeting on our backs. Bringing the right knee into the chest. Using the left hand to guide it across the body. Supine twist. Extend the right hand along, out wide. And take the gaze with it. Just keep both shoulders glued to the mat. Allowing the body now to really enter a state of deep relaxation, tapping into that parasympathetic nervous system and allowing the body to fully surrender in each posture. Breathing deeply down into the belly and softening through the body with every exhale. Inhale to come back through to center. And exhale, extend the right leg along the mat. Inhale to bring left leg in. And exhale, take the leg across the body, twisting on the left side. Again,
Keeping the gaze nice and gentle, maybe even closing the eyes. And deep breathing down into the belly. Slowing down the heart rate. Inhale, coming back through to center. Bringing both knees into the chest, clasping a hold of the outer edges of the feet, coming into a happy baby for our final posture. Perhaps finding movement, perhaps finding stillness. Just keep the tailbone long. The chin is slightly tucked so that the neck is nice and long, an extension of the spine, shoulders are relaxed. Closing down the eyes. And when you're ready, releasing the hands, extending the feet along the mat, coming into your final resting Shavasana pose, palms facing up, chin slightly tucked. Taking a deep breath through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, releasing any lingering tension, anything that no longer serves you. With every exhale, allowing it to leave the body, leave the mind. Welcoming a few moments of calm, of stillness, of quiet into the body. I invite you to spend a few moments longer in this resting pose. If you're ready to move, begin to deepen the breath. Send your awareness back into the body, into the tips of your toes, to your fingers, welcoming gentle movements. And rolling the wrists and the ankles. Eventually sending the arms up over the head, full body stretch, maybe with the yawn. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a big squeeze, a moment of gratitude to your body. Thanking it for all that it does, allowing you to do all that you do every day. And when you're ready, rolling onto your right side and gently pressing up into a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft. And placing the hands either on the thighs or in prayer at heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude for taking the time to step onto your mat, honouring your practice. And gratitude from me to you. thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. I hope it was one of truthfulness, of Satya. As you exhale, drop the chin onto the chest, bowing the head. And as you inhale, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, open the eyes with a beautiful smile. Namaste. Thank you for flowing with me today. And next week we'll be looking at the next one of the Yamas. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, have a beautiful rest of your day. And I'll see you soon.